Hey family, I've been working on some mutual collaboration that I'd like to invite you to be a part of. I understand that a lot of us only have a little, and it seems like our best bet at collective security depends on us using what we individually have to create examples that include food security and sustainable living. It's important for us to create a focalized and efficient sustainable example instead of trying to do it in many places, spreading our efforts too thin. And it seems important to build these things not just how they will last, but also where. I've been fortunate enough to develop a relationship with the Hopi tribe in Northeast Arizona, and their history states that they have witnessed times like these before and have collaborated with people outside the tribe that desired to live in the same ways. Fostering relationships through this time has availed some amazing opportunities and collaborations, and I was introduced to an incredible donor that understands that since we are all a part of the same whole, the wellness of that whole dictates the wellness of everyone that exists within it. This donor graciously offered a generous donation to provide sanitation, hygiene, and food necessities to the Hopi in the wake of the pandemic. And a team of volunteers and I collaborated with local resource providers to obtain a requested list of items that would help assist the Hopi through these times. I reached out to a buddy named Patrick at an intentional community in Tennessee called The Garden, and he also helped co-found a nonprofit called the People's Project. And we obtained permission to use their 501c3 status to get tax exemption so that we could purchase as much as we could. My team consisted of two friends, Ozzo and Duck. And Duck even flew in from Boston to come be a part of what we were doing. We set out from Dallas and headed west to Arizona and rented a 15-foot U-Haul and immediately went to the Sam's Club in Flagstaff, where Tim, the club manager, had bundled up what we budgeted and had it all ready for us to pick up. We were told that there were some elders in different villages that were often the last to receive aid, if there was any, and we collaborated with the chief in the Hopi tribe to determine who was the most in need that we could help. We also collaborated with Andrew Kamientewa and Send Me Among Them, which is a grassroots organization that stands for the people in Hopi that he helped found. And we determined how the remainder of our donation could best be allocated. We then went to a couple Dollar Trees for hygiene and cleaning products before hitting up Walmart the morning of the day of the donation to obtain perishable foods before heading up to the reservation. A Hopi friend of mine, who happens to be a chief in the tribe, organized a team of people to help us unload and organize what was brought. We set up a kind of assembly line to get the care packages put together and helped Andrew load up Send Me Among Them's portion of the aid. We made a circular drive-through to limit person-to-person exposure and loaded up the cars that came, and it was amazing to see the direct impact we were having and how much it was appreciated. Ozzo also helped create a Facebook page called Feed Our Neighbors that incentivizes people to grow their own gardens, compel people in their neighborhoods to grow gardens, and create food security where we are. We also handed out seed packets in these care packages to give people the opportunity to grow what they can on the mesas. We've obtained additional donations and want to focus on bringing food security to the Hopi Mesas. And with their cultural history stating that their lands will be an oasis that people will flock to as things continue to get tougher in the world, a few others and myself are doing what we can to help facilitate that vision. But there's as much room on this bandwagon as we collectively want to create. Our next steps are to develop geothermal greenhouses that can create year-round crop production as the climate continues to become more imbalanced. And with the weaknesses being exposed in the supply chain due to COVID, I can't imagine a more ideal place for people to put their efforts to guarantee they'll be taken care of through whatever kind of systemic issues we end up facing. We've been shown in a variety of ways that our continued reliance on a vulnerable system creates foreseeable consequences. And it's not usually until these consequences are here that people have the motivation to act. But we can be preemptive and provide each other and ourselves a reliable way of living before things get really chaotic. And I invite everyone that wants a better way forward to get involved and help create it. The reality of this kind of work is that it doesn't pay, and we've been relying on the kindness of our donor to facilitate the work that we've been doing. We're in the process of developing a crowdfund that'll transparently show how everything given is being allocated towards collective security. If you'd like to help us in our journey, I've included ways to donate in the description box below, and I'll update once the crowdfund is operational, and we'll also document the progress as we go. We only have so much effort to give in a lifetime, but if we build together, the example will undoubtedly be far greater than anything that we could create individually. And I've included my social media in the description box as well, and I encourage you to reach out. I hope you reach out. The more hands that help build these things, the quicker they come about, the better the results will be, and the more suffering we can help prevent. So I hope to hear from you. I hope you get involved, and I'll update progress as we go. And I hope that y'all stay well until next time.